So innovation is often meant to be a product innovation, but innovation in Infobip is more than just a product. It's related to the organizational upgrades. Innovation is about how we work, how we plan, how we build products, and how we are set up as the company. And above all, innovation is about the right mindset. Also, one important thing about innovation is that innovation is often perceived as the example of Newton sitting below the tree and the apple falls and you will get an idea. Innovation is much more than that. Innovation requires very hard work. It requires preparation, it requires deep research, it requires also a lot of talks with the customers, because the innovation must be linked to our customers, to their pain points, to their ideas, to the problems they are encountering. Combining sales, engineering teams working together, being closer to the customer is one way of the innovation. Grouping squads in the field around individual specific customer types is another form of innovation. So innovation is significantly much more than just product. Of course, product innovation is the most visible one, and it brings the differentiation and a different value prop, and is perceived by our customers and clients. In the last 20 years, we've always applied the same model for related to innovation, related to our growth. We always started talking with the customers, identifying a specific need or pain point, and then we built a solution which will satisfy that need. Then we started iterating this solution, again talking with customers, collecting the feedback through multiple channels, and then optimizing and building again. So our motto is we are just starting. So we apply this model in the innovation, basically starting from scratch. Whatever we are launching, we are starting small and then expanding, identifying very scalable and exponential GTM models or product features, and then we are applying and growing on them. So we start as a very small team based in HQ with a selected number of customers. Once we identified a scalable GTM or product feature, then we start rolling it out globally, applying it to all the regions, to all our customer base. And this is how we approach products in our portfolio. We started with SMS, then we expanded horizontally with other communication channels like voice, email, WhatsApp, Apple, Viber, RCS, and others. And then we expanded vertically with our software stack. We are developing new products powered by AI. We are enriching existing products by AI features. But on the other side, we are also implementing a lot of AI-powered solutions within our business processes. We want that every single person, every single employee in Infobip has a knowledge of AI. So we are working on the AI literacy. Everyone in the company should be able to create an agent or to automate part of its work using AI. So that's also a very important component. In terms of products, as I mentioned, we are building a new product, our agentic solution or our Agent OS, a platform for orchestrating autonomous AI agents. But also we are adding features on our CPaaS stack. We are augmenting the capabilities for onboarding, for reporting by adding AI capabilities, which are significantly shortening the time needed to onboard a new sender, a new customer, a new use case. Because the product is not just the product itself, a very big part and the painful part often in CPaaS is onboarding and then troubleshooting and monitoring of the CPaaS campaigns. So we are investing in AI to cover also the whole process around the product itself. In terms of what I was mentioning, where we are applying AI, but the important question is what is the value of AI? So we are not bringing AI just for the sake of having AI and tick a box that we are AI-enabled. We have an AI-enabled product stack. We really want to solve real-life problems. AI brings really huge advantages in automatizing manual work. As I mentioned, during onboarding, during monitoring, it can really shorten the time to value and prove value. The other huge advantage of AI is related to personalization. AI augments the personalization capabilities and really augments the capabilities for marketeers or for customer service owners which are using our products and are able to create hyper-personalized experiences for their end users. 20 years is really long, and now with the developments of AI, it's really questionable if it makes sense to think about 20 years. So the development in the last year or 2 years has been unprecedented in the technology space. So what we are rather focused on is that we really now embrace AI and scale and be on top of the latest AI developments and apply AI in everything that we work, processes, enablement of people, and in our products. So I would say that thinking about 20 years is too long. We are really now focused on the next few years to really embrace AI, because AI is bringing a transformation which has not been seen yet in the space. We already see agents taking over software, SaaS. We already seen processes being augmented by AI agents, really augmenting the work that people are executing. So we are really now, the innovation today is about AI and applying AI in the right way. Our foundation is the communication channels. People are expecting that the bot or the agent reaches them on the preferred channel. So you can really have the smartest bot or an agent, but if they're not able to reach the end user, it's completely worthless. Or the other example is why we are very relying on our communication channels is because LLMs, which are behind the AI, tend to be very descriptive, very long in answers. And the end consumer expects a very short answer, even without need to read, just to click. So as we are marking 20 years, let's reflect on the last 20 years. So again, wants to reiterate the changes and the acceleration brought by AI are really unprecedented. So in the last 20 years, there were a lot of innovations. There was the internet, there was the mobile phone, then we got the smartphones, but now with AI, these things really accelerated. What we have applied and how we've approached is always being close to the customers and understanding the whole ecosystem around the customer. So not just the technology, because the things that I mentioned are technological things. At the end, the decision and the success was coming from understanding both the technology but also the end consumer. And this is hugely important, how we grew, that we were able to satisfy the end consumer need as well as the brand and as the brand need. So we will be focused on bridging the gap between brands and end users with the technology which is now available, to bridge that gap, to make that technology accessible and the experience of that technology to be accessible to the end users. The challenge, I would say, is where we see brands and companies struggling is the data, because AI is all about the data, and data is the key ingredient for success of AI projects. Not having structured data, not having labeled data, not having data understandable won't be solved by AI. And this is a big misconception, because that's the hard work that needs to be solved. You cannot have a great experience powered by AI based on dirty data. You will just generate more garbage.